Good morning. Do you enjoy cash stuffing? Are you new to cash stuffing? Well, you are in the right place today. I want to thank you for being here. And if you are not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. I want to get to 500 subscribers before the end of 2026. I recently got to 300, which was my first goal. So thank you everybody who has subscribed. And I will be doing a giveaway here soon as promised. But my next goal is 500 subscribers. And then I will do a giveaway when that happens as well. And if you are new, I am Deidre. I'm in my mid to late 30s. I work full-time in Canada, as you will see from our colorful money, and you are more than welcome in this space. And a huge amount of love to my newest subscribers, as well as my subscribers who have been here since either the beginning or along my debt-free journey. So I'm going to be cash stuffing my last pay for the month of October. I'm a bi-weekly paid employee. This month was my last magic month, as when you are paid bi-weekly, you are actually paid 26 times, not 24. So there's 2 months in the year where you will receive an extra pay, and that is October for me. So it's not going to be very long. There's going to be a few categories of mine that are going to be fully funded. So that's where the bulk of the money from the pay is going. So I will count out the money. I do have some placeholders, as that money is just going to be transferred online into accounts. So there's no point in pulling the money out just to put it back in. So we have 3 placeholders of $50 each. And we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60. So I'm just, so I don't lose my place, I'm just going to put this on the calculator. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we are at 430. And I hope this doesn't drive Margot too crazy, but with all the money being put in a certain way. And we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So that is 470, and I have my cheat sheet off to the side, as I just want to make sure that's correct, and it looks like it is. So yes, $470 today, plus $150 in placeholders. So I hope everybody is doing well. October has really seemed to have gone really fast. I don't know about for you, but for me, it just feels like it's going really fast, and we are already at the end of October already, and only 2 months left. So I'm going to start thinking about my goals for 2026. If you have started thinking about your goals for 2026, let me know in the comments down below. Even if you've just started, maybe you don't have concrete plans yet, but just let me know if you've started thinking about them. I've started thinking about them in sort of broad categories or ideas. So my hair is going to get 15, and if you are new here, my hair appointment cost me $75, and that is including tax and a tip for my hair stylist. My next appointment isn't until the middle of November, so it will get one more stuffing, but I already have enough for the appointment coming up. So I always like to have just like a little extra in here, just in case. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. So that is awesome. And I'm just going to mark over on my cheat sheet that I've done that. Okay. Next up is nails. My nail appointment will be actually kind of the middle of November as well for my next one. My esthetician went, well, she is still right now as I'm recording this, but because she's not back until just before my appointment, actually. She has gone down to Mexico. Her and her husband are looking at potentially purchasing a property down there. They want to, I think, get away from cold Canadian winters. So they have been to other countries to see places that were for sale, and it just wasn't their kind of vibe. So we'll see when she gets back if she likes this place. But my appointment is $30, and I do cash for my hair and for my nails. It's just easier for the people that I see, and so it's $30. So technically I already have enough for the appointment coming up in November, but again, I always like to have extra money in here as well. So for nails we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So that is correct. And if I ever need fives or anything, I know I can come here. So I'm just going to mark this off again on the side. And I'm dropping things, of course, why not? Okay, so these are getting skipped. These are getting skipped in pets. So this is a future pet, not a current pet. I am looking to purchase a new place to live. As where I currently live, we cannot have any pets, and I would like to get a dog, so I need to move in order to do that. And I want to purchase probably a townhouse or a duplex, or maybe a small single family home. I haven't decided. I kind of look from time to time to see what is available, but I've made no commitments to purchase yet. I need to save up some more money to be able to do that. So pets got the 50, so we are at 500, which is awesome. And each one is 20 on this little tracker, so 25. So we actually get to complete this tracker once, which is so awesome. I started saving for this mostly after I got my consumer debt paid earlier in April, so that is awesome. We're just going to double check. I probably will do a cash condensing off camera and take some money back to the bank, but we have 200, 300, 450. Oh my goodness. 350, 455. So that is awesome. And I just want to be a responsible pet owner. So I want to have money built up and ready to go, because getting a pet, there's costs that are associated with pets. So next up is new home. So this is obviously, as I said, I'm looking to purchase a new place, and it is getting $50, but it's getting $50 in a placeholder. So in new home, we have 400, and I actually am going to swap out this placeholder here. I should have done this earlier, but I don't think I felt like I was at a milestone. But we have $400 in there, which is great. I'm quite happy with that. Again, I didn't start saving for this until I had my debt paid off. So that's always really great. Gifts is getting skipped. Giving, I have a feeling I'm probably going to be donating here soon, as it's getting into the season of people, charities, asking for assistance. And I do, when I donate, I tend to give more than $20. So I actually put money for giving every single paycheck, but I also do give of my time to a charity around Christmas. So, and I have for like the last 7 years. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 in there. And just going to mark that off on the side. Okay, next up is emergency fund, which is going to be getting a placeholder of 50 because it's getting transferred online. So we in emergency have 1,000, 1,200, and 1,300, but I am just going to swap that for, excuse my reach, for $100 placeholder. And this lovely tracker is from Iris Budgets, and it was custom. She makes these A5, and I had her do an emergency for $1,000 as I want to reach my obviously next $1,000. So yeah, that is why I have this. And for me, I'm just looking for a pen that I want to color in. I don't think I'll ever stop saving for emergency fund, if I'm being perfectly honest. So it's great that it's laminated and it's reusable, and each icon is $10. So I'm coloring in 5 today, and I was going to start out doing all black, and then I've decided I'm just going to do some different colors kind of along the way. So that is great. I highly recommend making your emergency fund, contributing to emergency fund like a bill. That is what I've done this year. And when I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to use for savings challenges or for various sinking funds that are not priorities. Oh, excuse me. I treat it like a bill, so it's a non-negotiable. So I'm always putting money into it. So I highly recommend, especially if you're somebody maybe struggling, getting money into your emergency fund, treat it like a bill. All right, so homeowners insurance, which is actually condo insurance, which is not as much as typical homeowners insurance, is getting $150, and it is going to fully fund this today because my bill last time was around, I think, $280. So I'm hoping that it's not more than $300 next year. Fingers crossed. I mean, insurance seems to go up even if you make no claims, because you're obviously paying for insurance payouts from everybody else. And this tracker that I am coloring in, this is more just going to be for visual representation, and I'm not coloring it the neatest, so don't judge me. I never do. I just kind of color it in for visual, showing that it is completed. This tracker is from Budget with Ira. So again, I link everything I use down below. So if you're ever curious, I support a bunch of different creators, and some of these I've had for years. Like this particular tracker I've had for a few years. It's been used and then cleaned off. So I love to support creative people that make amazing items. And I'm a huge fan of laminated because you can reuse it again and again and again. So that is awesome. So we are fully funded. So I'm actually then just going to write this in here. Eventually I will take this money to the bank, put it in an account, because when I have to pay for my insurance, I will obviously be using my online account to do so. So that is great. I always try and fully fund things like that as soon as possible. Because I don't like to have money come out every single month towards things like that. So if you go back and watch any of my videos, you will see I tend to try and save up things for like my insurance, my car registration, any renewals. I tend to try and save up super, super quickly. So I don't think that there's anything else in this binder. No. So we are moving on to my month ahead binder, which if you have never been here, when you think of like a month ahead, it's not a true month ahead binder. What I'm doing is I'm trying to save up, well, the goal is probably 2 months, but 2 months worth of basic bills, so that when I am purchasing my new place, this is the goal. Don't know if it will happen. I want to purchase a new place and then sell my current condo. So this would just be money that I could help use to pay for bills, so I don't have to use my paycheck. Yeah, so that is the goal. So we are working on mortgage. We fully funded actually quite a few of these categories, and we are working on mortgage, which is actually going to get 50. So we are actually at 500 in here, and I do believe I have a $500 slip. Let me just take a quick look. Yes, I do. So I do have a $500 placeholder, and this tracker, each icon is $30.50. So we have to have 16 crossed off. So we cross off 2 more. So that is awesome. We need 610 in here to be fully funded. So by the end of the year, mortgage should be fully funded. The next category is buffer should be fully funded, and we'll see what happens if I get any extra money or whatnot. I might start to be able to fully fund some other categories as well. So that is awesome. I'm really happy with that. I treat month ahead like a bill as well. So when I'm doing my budget, I take obviously all my actual bills, and then I basically put my savings, meaning my emergency fund and my month ahead, I consider them bills as well. And then I break down from there how much I want to put into sinking funds or, you know, groceries, eating out, spending money, etc. So we should have only grocery money, eating out, and spending money left. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1. That's for groceries. That's for 2 weeks. And we're going to be doing some games with this money. We have 20, 40, 45, 50 for eating out. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. That is correct. So that is spending money. I am a spender by nature, and well, that's the main reason why I was in debt. But since I got out of debt, I need to give myself money to be able to freely spend. Otherwise, I will feel extremely restricted. Now, does that mean I spend it all? There have been times where I will kind of like spend it all or close to it all the first weekend, usually, because I tend to do more spending on weekends than weekdays after I've done this, but I don't always. So I'm just being transparent. I'm a spender. I need to give myself spending money. So with our eating out and spending money, we play a game. If you are new here, this is from Bella over at Saving Made Simple. It is a hit or miss, and this is the 1970s classic TV. So far, I have seen actually both shows that I have scratched off, but I don't know if that's going to be the case for all of them. So if I scratch it off and I've seen the show, I save 5, and if I have not, I will save 10. So we'll just roll a die and we'll just kind of see. So 1, 2. The Waltons. Okay, no, I definitely know I have not seen that. I mean, I'm aware of the Waltons, but never seen a single episode. So I will save $10 from somewhere. And 1, 2, 3, 4, not somewhere. I will save it from either eating out or spending money. So we'll see. Okay, MASH. Well, I mean, yes, I have seen episodes. I have not seen the entire series. I think it's like one of the longest running series on TV of like all time. So I have seen a little bit, but definitely not the entire show. And yeah, the Waltons I have not seen. So I will actually take probably $10 from my eating out, as my friend that I tend to go for lunches with, she actually is having surgery, which is great. She has needed this surgery for a long time. So I won't be seeing her at work. I might pop in to see her at her home, but we won't be going for lunches like normal. And then $5 from my spending money. So eating out has 40, and I'm just going to set this off to the side because it goes in my wallet. And then eating out. Oh my goodness. I'm filming this after work. I do apologize. If you are still here, I would love for you to give me like a crazy emoji. Pick one. 20, 40, 60, 75 for spending money. And we are going to use this in the iris binder. And if you are new, I will be having surgery. I had surgery this past June. I need to have surgery again, probably next year. Don't know exactly when. I did have an extra $5 from a Poshmark sale that finally got delivered. It was sent via Canada Post before they went on strike. And because they are on rotating strikes, it got delivered. So I have that. So I'm just going to set that there. But before we do, we So yeah, sorry. I am using this binder. I am completing it twice because I will be on disability when I have surgery the next time. I don't know if it will be the entire potentially 3 months of disability, but it will be at least probably 2.5 months worth of disability. So anybody who's ever been on disability knows it's way less than you typically bring home. So I'm going to complete this another time. I've completed it once and I want to have that money so that I can draw on it basically to help pay some bills. And when surgery time comes around, I won't really be doing savings challenges. I won't be putting really anything into sinking funds, and we'll see what happens. And if I have money left over, then I'll decide then what to do. So we do a little challenge with our grocery money, and this challenge is from Jen over at Budgets and Dreams, and go check out Jen's challenges. She is such a lovely human being. I enjoy watching her videos so much, and I was following her on her debt-free journey, and she's been debt-free for over a year. So go check her out. And Iris makes beautiful items, so go check her out as well. So what I do is I will roll a die, and whatever it lands on, I will times it by 5. So 2. Okay, so we still have a 2 left, so we can do that. So that will be a 10, and I'm just going to pull it out in the 10 just to make it easier. So going into the Iris binder, and I'm using the little challenge, so when it reaches 50, then I redistribute it, and this is from Iris as well. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that we are already getting started on the binder, which is great. I would like to have this done by like middle of next year, if possible. I do not suspect that my surgery will be anytime soon, as they want to make sure I'm obviously fully healed on the one side that they did surgery on, and just like the healthcare system, it can take a while to get in for surgery. So that's started again already, which I'm super happy about. We'll see. I would like to get maybe close to $100 in there before the end of the year. I have 4 more paydays by then. So yeah, I think that's easily probably doable. So we should have $90 for groceries, and we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. So that is correct. That money will go into my wallet as well. I just appreciate you being here so much. I would just love to hear from you in the comments. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will catch you on my next one. Bye, everybody.